Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Angela Drummond Matthews. Welcome to Week 8 of American Literature 1. I hope you enjoyed the poetry of the Puritans and others last week. This week we read some of the big names of American verse: Walt Whitman, Emily Dickinson, Emma Lazarus, and, just in time for Halloween, Edgar Allan Poe. Let's start with Whitman. Walt Whitman was a poet and journalist, and he had a profound influence on American literature. You'll read a selection of his epic poem, Song of Myself. In it, he puts forth a kind of philosophy of equality among people and of a connection between nature and humanity. Next, you'll read selections from the works of Emily Dickinson. Dickinson was a prolific poet, writing almost 1,800 poems. Most of them were unpublished by her death, but fortunately for us, her relatives found and published the rest of her works. Next, you'll learn about Emma Lazarus. You might not recognize the name, but you might recognize these lines. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. These are lines from the poem, The New Colossus, a poem written by Lazarus for the Statue of Liberty. The issue of immigration was important in early America, and France's gift of Lady Liberty was emblematic of America's role on the world stage. Lazarus, who wrote about and worked with immigrants, notably Russian Jews coming to America to escape persecution, was asked to write a poem commemorating the statue. It wasn't until much later that the poem was chosen to be inscribed on a bronze plaque and displayed on the statue's pedestal. We'll read some of her other works too. Finally, and again just in time for Halloween, we have the poetry of Edgar Allan Poe. Poe was a poet, a writer, and a literary critic. You probably know him best for his creepy stories. We'll get to those in the next unit, but in this unit, we'll look at his poems, which are really just as creepy. You've probably heard of The Raven, a dark poem about a morose man and a raven who only says one word. We'll read some of his other works that are just as spooky. Save them for reading on or around Halloween. That's all for now. Don't forget to check in on the discussion board and to check the discussion board for assignments. I'll be available in our optional class discussion on Thursday. Check Blackboard for times. Happy reading and happy Halloween. Bye-bye.